Hello, I am just waiting to see if people can hear me this time. So, a little bit later than earlier when I was trying to post. So if you can hear me, let me know. Oh, good. Thank you. Okay, so I am coming to you live from North Dakota in the middle of a blizzard. It is officially a blizzard. We're expecting 10 to 13 inches of snow tonight. And I just wanted to give a short update on what's been happening as a result of all these different things that have come out lately. I guess the first thing I would say is everybody just take a deep breath. Woosah. And kind of chill out just a little bit, because we're gonna be here, in the camp for a little while. Energy Transfer Partners came out with a statement trying to bully, trying to threaten. That's nothing new. That's their MO. Legally, I personally feel like this company is going to have a really hard time finding a contractor that's going to bore illegally. Their current contractor is out of Wisconsin. They have oil and gas work all over the country. And what happened yesterday with the denial to grant the easement at this time was a huge deal. I think it was a bigger deal than some people are giving it credit for. It was a really historic moment of uplifting treaty rights and sovereignty and government-to-government relationships, and recognizing that it wasn't done in the first place. Yeah, they made a mistake and they admitted that. And so I just feel like people really need to understand the importance of what happened when that permit was denied. And the Army Corps of Engineers put out a statement saying that they would look at alternative routes, and that those routes would have a full environmental impact statement with full public input and analysis. Which is something they should have done in the first place. The company, of course, has filed a motion for a hearing. That hearing is supposed to be this coming Friday. And they want to, try to rescind the permit. We knew that they were going to do that, and so we're prepared for that. The tribal chairman, David Archambault, did put out a statement, yes. And I believe from his perspective, he's just trying to make sure that everybody's safe. They've had to open up the gyms and open up places for people to stay warm. These winters in North Dakota are no joke. Like right now, with the wind chill, it's -4 degrees. So, that being said, we have some work to do still. And I just think that people just need to kind of relax for a few days. Let it all sink in for a bit and hunker down during this blizzard. There is absolutely no reason for anybody to be going anywhere during a blizzard on icy roads. There's people in the ditch already having slid off the roads. It's a hard lesson to learn about the concept of ice. Ice doesn't care if you have four-wheel drive. Everybody's safe to my knowledge. And so what we do need to do is just to make sure that environmental impact statement does move forward. So January 20th is when President-elect Donald Trump gets into office. It's so weird saying that. It's so weird. But what's been done here is what we were hoping for. This was a good thing, that they didn't just sit on it and wait for him to come in. This was a really good thing because now they have knots that they have to untie in this new administration, and those knots are going to take a while. You can't just reverse an order like this. That's not the way it works. So we appreciate these knots. The reason Energy Transfer Partners, this is all my personal opinion. This is why I'm coming to you from my page. The reason Energy Transfer Partners put out that statement is because they're up against the ropes and they're scared. It's the only time they've come out with really strong statements is when they're up against the ropes and they're scared. So that's okay. The boring process isn't something that just happens overnight, necessarily, is the other thing. So I believe that Energy Transfer Partners is trying to assure their shareholders and their people that are bought into them, they're trying to assure them of something, and it's just simply not the case. What happened with the denial was humongous. It was precedent setting across the country for tribal sovereignty and tribal rights too. I mean, this is something that can be used into the future as we face future energy projects that happen. So let's definitely take that moment to celebrate that victory and understand that Energy Transfer Partners will have a hell of a time finding a contractor that would bore illegally underneath. They can bore down 200 feet straight down. They can. And they're probably going to do that just to make people scared. But they can't bore under. They can't go horizontal. They can't go any farther than that. So we just have to be really patient for right now. And, let's get that bridge cleared. Highway 1806 no longer needs to be barricaded. The police force and the Army National Guard no longer need to be protecting the company and the workers, because the workers shouldn't be there. All this time, the police have told us. And on that bridge a few days ago, holy crap. On that bridge a few days ago, the police told us that they were called to duty to protect the workers and to protect them to do their job, because Energy Transfer Partners was in their legal right to work. Well, now they're not. They are not legally able to work anymore. The easement has been denied. And so we need to focus on making sure the police and the Army National Guard are not wasting taxpayers' money anymore, and that Highway 1806, the backwater bridge, is cleared, that there's a bore test done on that bridge immediately so that we can start using that bridge again, and that they uphold the law. Because if they continue to try to protect the easement, they then are going against the law. And they should definitely be stopping any illegal activity that the company might be undertaking. Personally, I'm calling their bluff. I think they're just trying to stronghold people and make their shareholders, less uncomfortable. People have been saying that they've already bought plane tickets. If you've already bought plane tickets and rental cars, come here. I mean, there's no reason to waste that much money if you still have supplies. There's no way that this many people are going to be moving out tomorrow, especially with a hearing on Friday. The company is requesting a rescinding of the permit. I don't think it's going to happen. But, at least until Friday, we have to make sure we're here. And so, again, I'm speaking on behalf of myself. And I just wanted to say that take a moment to let it sink in. We're gonna be here for now, and we're gonna make sure that we don't have any craziness happening. And I need people to know that it's not like I trust Energy Transfer Partners. It's not a trust issue. It's a legal issue. And so in terms of what happened, we have a lot of legal standing now. And Army Corps of Engineers, I've read the statement and reread the statement, and it could it be stronger? Sure. But dang, it was what we asked for. We asked them for an environmental impact statement. We asked them to listen to the tribe and what the tribe said ever since 2012. So there is no way right now that they can legally move forward. And it could effectively just totally kill the project if they try to do something foolish. Okay? So everybody take a minute to relax. I'm gonna go back inside and warm up. Plan on being here at least through this blizzard. 13 inches of snow in blizzard conditions is no joke. We're all gonna stay warm, and we're all gonna be here. And remember, friends and relatives, we still have a village that we're building south of Cannonball on the reservation, the eco village, the community that's going to be left in Standing Rock. And so we're going to continue to do that, and we're going to continue to build, and we're all going to sit down together and talk to each other about an appropriate sort of exit strategy if and when. But for now, everybody's just going to stay warm. I think people at the camp are starting to understand why certain stories were told in the winter. Because we're all hunkering down, hanging out with each other, and telling stories in the winter. And it's so get your storytelling voice going. And know that the medicine that was put in the ground here over 200 years ago is strong medicine. And that we're going to continue to uphold the legacy that our ancestors wanted, which was that one day we would come together in strength and unity, and we would fight for a just cause, and we would win. But we would do it in prayer and ceremony. The outside world, if you're watching, sure, tensions are high. Sure, David Archambault is under a lot of pressure, from every direction, every angle. So just cut everybody some slack, take a deep breath. We're all still here. The veterans are still here. We're going to see what happens on Friday with this hearing from Energy Transfer Partners trying to rescind the permit. We're going to see what happens as we move forward. But for now, we can just chillax, drink some hot cocoa or tea, and just show the love. I better be careful with what I say. I was hearing people say 9 months from now there's gonna be some DAPL babies. I don't like to call them that. I say spirit resistance camp babies. So when I say share the love, I better be careful what I say. Because that's not what I mean. I'm actually just really, really thankful and happy that this is happening. That what happened yesterday happened, I should clarify. That we're fighting back against capitalism. And that we're winning. And that the world has seen that Indigenous peoples can lead the way. It's really a beautiful thing. And I think that in the future, we're going to continue to push for a just transition and to have people divest from the fossil fuel economy and reinvest in a renewable energy economy. And we're going to try to lead the way and show what we think that looks like. And so we need help in continuing the fight. So thank you, everybody. I'm going to sign out for now. And the future is looking a little bit brighter every day. And we know we have a lot of battles yet to fight. We know that. But come on, this was major. And we should We should celebrate that. What the Obama administration did by not just sitting and waiting until January 20th, but actually making a decision to deny, that was huge. And yes, it was the Obama administration because they are under the Army. The Army Corps of Engineers is underneath them in this administration, and they can't just undo that on January 20th. Trump can't just come in there and all of a sudden snap his fingers. He's got some knots to untie as a result of what this administration did. And so you can talk to legal people, you can talk to experts. That's what I've been doing all day. And I feel a lot better after talking to them. And so thank you all for watching. Thank you all for sharing. If anybody ever has questions of me, ever, even if they're hard questions or you want to question what I do, you can call me or look me up. I'm always available. So good night, everybody. I'll try to give another update to y'all tomorrow. Stay warm, cozy up by the fire, and do your thing. I'm gonna turn this off. Love ya.